Hey everybody, so this one's going to be for the life insurance agents. So first I want to speak to the life insurance agents that already know how to generate your own leads on Facebook. I would encourage you to venture out and put as much stuff, if you're using lead forms, put as much stuff on that lead form as you absolutely want. The reason why I encourage you to do that is because there's a difference between getting a $5 lead of someone who still can't remember filling it out and someone who you had to make work a little bit harder to fill out that form. It'll cost you probably $2 more, but you'll be like $600 happier, right? So I want to show you something here. All right. So I got really sick and tired of calling people, and it's always the same thing, right? Like, oh, I thought it was gonna be over the phone. Can you send me something? Can you mail me something? I got so sick of that, and it's always the same rebuttals. Well, if we can mail you something, we could, but the fact of the matter is, we have to come out and take a look at you to make sure you are who you say you are, to verify your identity and to see what you qualify for. So, with that being said, tomorrow we have a slot available for 10 a.m. or in the afternoon for 12 p.m. And it's like the same thing. And I just get so sick of that. So what I did was I changed my form and I explained to them a state licensed representative will have to physically meet with you for 10 minutes. Do you understand? And they have to physically type yes. So right then and there, I get rid of all the people who are just like, oh, can you mail me something? No, I can't mail you something. I have to see you in person. Now, I know there are some of you who sell over the phone, and hats off to you. But for those of us who are still going and seeing people at actual appointments, and I do sell over the phone sometimes, but I really like to do it in person. I just feel like it's better. But then there's a second one where I tell them we will typically call you after 6:30 p.m. to set an appointment, and I let them know it's going to be from a 916 number. Do we have your permission to call? And they type yes, except for this lady. She wanted a text message only. And so I just wanted to show you this to let you know people will fill out the form. If someone is really in the market and they're really looking to buy some life insurance, you're not going to have to twist their arm very much. And I just want to let you know that setting appointments can be easier for yourself if you know how to generate the leads. And these are strictly final expense leads, okay? So for those of you who don't know how to do that, let's talk about some other strategies for yourself. So if you are familiar at all with one of these bad boys, now if you've been in insurance for any amount of time, you've probably seen these too many times, right? These are old, $2, $3, 50 cent, 1/4 leads where they filled out a form and they were interested at one point or another. And for some reason, you got the old lead, right? So you tried to call them 6 times, you went by their house, and still nothing, right? Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're afraid to call and you're afraid to knock. This strategy will work good for you too. So here's something that I did because I wanted to try and be creative, and it actually worked. I made a copy of the lead, just like you see right here, but without the black marks, and I actually got this off of a website. So I made a copy and I took my calendar and I actually filled my calendar with all of these people as if they already set an appointment. Okay. So then what I did is I wrote them a letter. I used blue ink and I said, "Hi, Mary. My name is Daryl, and I'm the licensed representative for the area. The office has tried to call you a few times but were unsuccessful. Therefore, they have set an appointment for me to come out Monday, January 28th, between the hours of 8 and 9 a.m. Mary, if this does not work for you, there are no hard feelings. Just kindly give a call to cancel the appointment. If not, we will see you on Monday the 28th between 8 and 9 a.m. And I would literally block off my slot, right? So ideally what you want to do is get 16 of these and fill your slot, fill your calendar with 16 of these. Send them out, and these are for people who, you're on a budget but you want to make some sales. Get 16 stamps, 16 envelopes, write out 16 letters, block out 16 slots, and send them out. So that's for Monday. So if I were you, if I was going to send these out tomorrow and it was in my city, and I only do it if it's in my city, I would actually I would tell them I'm coming out on Tuesday, because if I send it out tomorrow, they will for sure get it by Monday. And if you write it, the reason why I use blue ink and I write it by hand is because people are actually going to open it and read it. And I also have a photocopy of the form they filled out so they know I'm not full of it, right? So I promise this works. So I I did this because I got tired of calling some of these people and they either say they didn't remember or no thank you, or they didn't pick up, or they weren't home. And sometimes I really just don't like knocking doors because of the response that I get, just being honest. And so I sent this out and was able to set some appointments and close some sales. And so it worked really well for me. So that's one strategy that you can use. People, so be prepared. They're either going to call you to set the appointment, they're either going to call you to try and cancel, and that's your way to try and get back in the door, or sometimes they won't call at all. And you can actually go by there and just, hey, I'm here for my appointment, because you let them know before you came, right? So that is one way of getting inside the door with some cheap leads, okay? Another way you can do it is using LinkedIn. You can target teachers or business owners or anything like that. So as you can see, I'm on this is actually my connections. I got over 4,000 connections on LinkedIn. And a lot of them I have not bothered, for good reason. I like to add people as a friend on here. And if it's genuine, I'll send a message. But if not, I'll just wait. I'll just have them on my friends list and just wait. And when I feel like the time is right, I'll reach out to them, maybe like after a week or two. But for a lot of these people, I haven't talked to at all. But that's another way. And so the reason why this linked helper is here is because you can actually have a message that will send to, excuse me, it's been a long day, that'll send to everyone who you want. You just want to make sure to have the safe limits on it. So literally, it'll automate. So if you want to send one message to teachers saying something like, hey, my name is, Daryl with such and such group, and we specialize in tax-free retirements from teachers, or we teach teachers about the dangers of a 401k, or it doesn't have to be, it could be a pest control guy. We teach pest control technicians or pest control companies, employees, the dangers of a 401k and what they can do to avoid catastrophe, just like what happened in, 2008, where people lost a lot of their money in the 401ks. You can do stuff like that. Literally set it and forget about it. And you will prospect to all those people. You can send out about 50 to 100 messages a day. I think the safe limits on that is 144. So that's another way. If you do that, the leads will come in slow, but they'll come in, because sometimes people won't respond until 3 days later. But if you get, 5 people in a week that say, yeah, I'd love to talk to you about that, Well, if you're doing it over the phone, then it's just that much more sweeter. If you're doing it in person, you can do that too. But that's another way you can get some life insurance leads for yourself. Okay. The other way is, you guys hear me talk about it all the time. You know, the software where you can show your ad to 5,000 people a month on Facebook, Google, Twitter, yada, 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 right? I probably shouldn't have made this video being as tired as I am. But let's see here. So, what I would do if I were you, if you were going to use the software, it's $47 a month starting out for 5,000 um, impressions, or to show your ad 5,000 times in a month. So here's what I would do. I would figure out where the senior communities are, and especially if it was like in Carmichael or something like that, or downtown, it doesn't matter, wherever you live, make the message specific to where people are. Here we go. So it's a bunch of them over here, right? So bam, I would go to the Google map, drop a pin right here, spread that thing out about 3 or 4 miles, and let everybody in those areas know that um, there is a great, final expense and burial program, or a new final expense and burial program for seniors, or a new affordable. Make sure they know it costs some money, right? That way you don't waste your time. New affordable life insurance program for seniors. And they click on your ad to get more information. So I think that's really about what I wanted to cover. There's another way. Trip Valet Incentives offers. They help you to offer them an ad boost. You can offer like a vacation in exchange for a quote, which can work well on Facebook if you do the targeting and everything right, which I'm not going to do in this video. I think I've given away enough free stuff here, but that's another way you can generate leads for yourself. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, I'll be here to help. Thanks for watching.